Nothing but the void here, Captain. I just as soon leave it cold, dark, and derelict. We ought to keep an eye on these autos. We poke around too much, they might wake up.
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we found... You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. Sublight? Ugh. I hate it when you outlaws organize. Don't apologize. Squad, I'm ordering a recall. There's a misspelling on...
That was rather impressive, Captain. Diplomacy at its finest. Keep a sharp eye out, Captain. One wrong step could incapacitate or kill. Captain. I'll take your confession now.
Everyone all right?
Sublight will be well pleased that you've claimed the station for them. Myself, I'll be fine with this place.
Chartrand is that scientist, right? From Cascadia?
Warning, intruders will be... Oh. We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Rizzo's knocking out hard.
Finally, a base of our own. I'll have those dismantled. You can... Aside from the automated secure... I knew it. I've been less than honest with you. You're... How does an executive level... After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. You and I have stumbled onto something. Maybe ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an... Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows? Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it.
Captain, in my humble assessment...
Right. I'm done. I'm officially...
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you all... If we're gonna see this through, I'll need... Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology. No kidding. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible... Sharing my findings took a calculated risk. Tobias, get... That was a joke. Haha, we each get... Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiment. She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, now she's doing the same thing with humanity. We've got... I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions. Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension? Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the... This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
Here we go!
Don't mess with us! Hey. Huh. Rebecca taught me this one. But... Oh no. What did you do? I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you! The kid had a soul that made the soul... At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up to... I hate to say this, but... Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get... Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so... Only thing left is to take these medallions home. Which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her... That'd be boring. I've never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. That's
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1080. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of... I'll be here. I understand we have decided to continue supporting the... outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
Since we're in Byzantium... I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking. Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit, given... Which brings us to where we are. See, I'm originally from Byzantium. Great. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed... Oh, and help yourself... That... anything else? It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far... Even the bribes...
Great work.
With that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Do you mind? I'm meeting. Shh. The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere. Yeah. I should warn you, it won't be easy. Afraid not. He almost never...
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors.
What work specialists, huh? I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research...
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much...
The other thing about birds, though, is... Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon. For starters, you rarely come across anyone...
Trust me, Anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, doesn't that seem strange? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around. I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of... But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working...
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to...
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign. But they eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that... But they never fixed it. The whole episode made me wonder if they can't fix something as simple as a... After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and... Whoa, I'm not one of your Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open?
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. Just remember...
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once? Balance? You need a level head.
With stability. It means everything.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid, you got presents. Tell you what. Listen, Hey, don't worry. Listen, you got a real special quality. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be...
Not so fast.
Let's just see where this audition... So what do you say? Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio.
Anti-Cleo's high.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times,
Your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
Actually,
Think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings? Nah, probably just shot.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs...
I've always loved that sculptor.
You, with the hip. Don't speak. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes, you carry yourself. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur. Darling, you and... I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core. When I look at you, making an outfit worthy of you. Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this... What I need is a survey of the outside world. Also... My dear, fashion is a I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an... And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real space. You have the bearing and demeanor... Fab!
You don't gotta be so forward about my...
Let me get a good look at... My word. Such
I am...
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Material... Love? That's the...
I don't get why that's...
Oh, my cherub. All right, Captain. There are some things I simply cannot skimp. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings. And there we are, my darling girl.
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes?
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. If I were an enterprise... Byzantium has lost its élan vital. I want to make peace.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's... Well, I guess that's everything then. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little... Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June... Oh, this is real scary, Captain.
I love Byzantium.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part...
Hey! Stand back! Of course not. The others took me out to celebrate. He's basically the most important person in the... That means I got a key to the minister. That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have... That's a great idea!
Captain, I can smell him from
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got power.
And a powerful... You... Hey. Wow, listen to me. I'm so... Who am I? It's not every day. Wow! Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I really shouldn't.
Nonsense.
Guess I can't argue. Yeah, I don't feel so... I just need to sit down.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really? Oh. Nothing. Nothing. Laws, I knew. I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? They escaped, and before I could... Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats. And... Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of... They have intelligent eyes. An agreeable yet reserved... Please, do take care, and do mime the exterminator mechanicals. To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance. Well, to maintain things, of course. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes? All sorts of pipes. That... Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator... Why they'd do that when they're only... Some people say there are strange things in those times. Monsters hungry for human flesh. A hidden bureaucrat. Not that I place any...
All right. How does this sound?
Slap your whole family tonight.
Like that?
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me.
My cousin's pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting us. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. See? Now go in there, find your mark, and...
Well, well. Here to stop all of this settlement CNP hungry time with their patented stomach stuffing effect. What an unexpected twist.
Can I shoot someone? Wait, are we the good guys or the bad guys? Doesn't matter. I want to shoot.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another. Hey, I didn't write. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my. I've been waiting for 5. Yes, I have this whole port. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and.
Plasma's already a vape.
Quiet. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment.
I thought this scene needed.
He's really shooting. Take your.
Here I go! Practice again! That was fun!
Someone calling the janitor auto mech. And you, Captain Baby, you were great. Big fun.
Ask for more.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. I knew you had chops, but that was something else. You found the energy in the scene. Hey, it'll take a few months to get your contract set up, but it'll be worth it. Here's your fee for today.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets, now with 12% more crunch.
So, how many times have you seen terror on Monarch?
Terror on Monarch loses its appeal after the food.
My dear fellow.
Okay. Go! Nice warm-up. on! Here goes nothing! Anyone else?
I thought nothing fun ever happened in this town.
Done.
You gotta teach me that. I never. They got the drop on us.
Any luck finding... Truly? And all safe and sound. Oh, please, take this. Now.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Is it me, or could...
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Marilyn...
Loss. We certainly... And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all... Speaking of surprises, you should... There you go again. Anyway, you're probably wondering...
Not...
The last few years have been a bloody haze. Right? Are you trying to make...
Marilyn...
I mean, we had other business and... But you can't... We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch. He's right.
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear.
We thought you were dead. I'm not dead.
I'm afraid the distinction...
We only did what any grieving parents in our... We collected on your life.
And the payouts have...
You...
Of course. And we shall...
And you'll report it...
It's not that simple.
That's the...
We had to explain your
We couldn't very well tell people you'd...
Shh. We concocted a story about Celeste Jolie.
One of a kind.
That led to your tragic death.
It was quite the story.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? And what are you gonna...
Yes,
Quiet. She hasn't changed.
That's it?
Marilyn, please.
Don't.
Fine. Let's talk outside.
Let's just put this unpleasantness behind us.
Can we talk? Can you believe those? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned... I wanted them to get upset. They'd both be sitting there watching one... Mother would drop her mock apple cider and the glass would shatter all over. I know. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. Hey, the last thing I want to do is sit around thinking about... Wait a second. I could open a new account. I'll make money without doing a As long as I don't develop a taste for Gorgonzola and bad legal... My policy is with the great... Maybe you could use some of your people. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals.
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Auntie Cleo's energizing ointment. Enjoy 6 cups
Down there, a new ship.
every dollar.
Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters. But... What would they be doing?
Auntie Cleo's little head. Feeling a little off balance? You need a level.
I only wish they weren't sure.
I'll sue every technician and...
You don't much like me, huh, Dr. Ellie?
It's nothing personal, I'm just not the touchy-feely type.
It's just... You seem fine with the others. Did I do something?
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
This big?
That's far enough. You're in my house?
If anyone ever tries to off me,
Hagen. I've never heard of her. My what? Let's talk about this. Please. Just give me a second to explain myself. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is...
You can write me up in your report. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our produce might get us through the day.
Is that why everyone in Edgewater was so sick? Not a plague, but...
The lack of usable nutrients is compromising our immune systems. Under these conditions, even the food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. I believe that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change... I know. I was there. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes. You came to kill me. I assume if I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work.
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a
Everything I did was for the good of the colony.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. The one on the wanted posters? I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? For the last... I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I had better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just... Give me one reason.
Make him regret it.
What do you think? Just be careful. I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
Oh, there. That's one right there.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, this ultimatum brought to you. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much. Minister Clark's a private man.
You and your pen pal seem to be getting along.
Don't make it small. When you say it like that, it sounds stupid.
Whoa, take it.
Just don't make more paperwork for me. All right?
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Gosh, that's clever.
Oh, for the good old days.
You must be... Oh, there.
Access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper...
How splendid. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the garden, and here... Admittedly. Now, honestly, what is the board thinking, letting so many of... I earned my place here. Just... Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their product. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from... It was a... I just told you. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible object. If you have wealth, you're successful. And if you're successful... You're welcome. Now, do we have any further... What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our... This city is meant for us. The system's fine. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful. And... Oh, do spare me your petty judgment. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district. Tell me,